Hello and welcome to round 17 of the 2018 Formula Virtual World Championship here from Mexico City, Mexico. My name's Freddie Downton and I'll be joined today by Harry Westwood.
Hello there.
We will be tackling today 69 laps of this 14-turn circuit, 4.421 kilometres in length. Klaas van Snelheid was the winner here last year. Enrique Ruiz holds the lap record. Klaas, however, well, even if he wins today, he's already out of the championship, and the championship can be wrapped up today by Adrian Simon. He leads by 25 points, and it's pretty simple really. If he wins, he is champion. If he beats his three rivals, Alar Kanga, Nathaniel Powers and Puccio Giordano, he is champion. If he's outside the points, the race goes to Brazil. That's a little table to show you just where he can finish and where the others have to finish. We'll go through and we will try and update you as the race goes on. In the Constructors' Championship, DS Matador will be champions if Downton do not outscore them by 19 points. Let's take a look through the grid then and how they line up for the Mexican V-Prix. Adrian Simon has put himself in the best position. He's on pole for this one on the soft tyres. Puccio Giordano completes the same front row as last time out in second. He is on the mediums. In row 2 and in third place, Klaas van Snelheid heads that. He is on the mediums as well. Timo Kinnaman makes 2 ocelots in the top 4. Kinnaman starting on the soft tyres. In 5th, we have the lead of the Franklins, Enrique Ruiz, and in 6th, the lead of the lead of Adrian Simon's main championship contenders. Nathaniel Powers starts from 6th on the super soft tyres. Milkovic, the second Franklin, goes from 7th, also on the mediums. Alar Kanga, Simon's teammate, goes from 8th. He's on the softs. He has a lot of work to do to try and keep himself in championship contention. Rounding out the top 10, back on the 5th row, we have the 2 Ingrams. Jean Matson from 9th, Vazquez from 10th. Matson on the hards, Vazquez on the mediums for this one. Just outside the top 10 in 11th, we have Carson Davenport. He is joined on row 6 by his Phoenix teammate Sergio Alvarez. Davenport on the mediums, Alvarez on the softs. On row 7 and in 13th place, we've got Elroy Wagner in the lead of the Lopez's. Wagner is on the soft tyres. Halverson is alongside him. He is on the softs as well in the lead North Star. In 15th is Halverson's new teammate. Gabriele Garcia has replaced Judson Sykes for this and the final round next time out in Brazil. Garcia is on the soft tyres. Osberg starts from 16th on the hards in the second of the Lopez cars. The lead first of Felix Perez is 17th. Perez is on the mediums in his home race. Jules Simon lines up alongside in 18th. A stunning effort there from Simon compared to recent times for the Meteor squad. Alexander Zolia is 19th on the grid in the second first on the medium tyres. Sebastian Vogelin starts from 20th. He's on the hard tyres. In 21st, we've got Finn Schneider in the lead of the AMRs, Dmitry Kovalenko in the second AMR. Both of them are on the soft tyres. They were the slowest in qualifying, but they don't make up the back row of the grid because that goes to Holmqvist. Will Hoskins and Felix Baer were excluded from qualifying after the team failed to submit a strategy. So as we go down to the grid then, we have Adrian Simon on pole position on the left, Puccio Giordano second on the right. The lights go out already and we're racing in Mexico. It's a great start from Puccio Giordano, who's already drawn up and alongside Adrian Simon as they head on the long run down to turn 1. Then Kinnaman is going with his teammate. Giordano's already got a nose ahead of Simon as behind him Klaas van Snelheid and Ruiz wheel to wheel. Puccio Giordano sweeps around the outside of Simon at turn 1, takes the lead. Kinnaman follows in for second place. Adrian Simon from pole down to third at the first corner as Klaas van Snelheid is going to get the traction out of turn 3 on Ruiz to take 4.
Yeah, that was a brilliant start from both of the boys from Ocelot as we see Ruiz coming back at... Oh, Klaas slammed the ball
that didn't work and that's given Powers the opportunity. Nathaniel Powers then up the inside and he's going to demote Ruiz to 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. Great opportunistic stuff from Nathaniel Powers there, obviously the defending world champion. Wow. That was a bit of a tense open in a couple of corners. We see the Ingrams as that's Matson being passed around the outside by Alvarez and now Davenport maybe. No, I think he's managed to hold on to 11th place for now.
Yeah, he has. Oh, there's a collision. That's Carson Davenport and one of the Lopez cars, I think.
So where's the Lopez cars that find
and it's Wagner. We've got absolute chaos there. That's Davenport across in front of the pack. It's Puccio Giordano then that leads here at the end of the opening lap from his teammate Timo Kinnaman. Adrian Simon right with them, and the top 3 have broken away massively already from Klaas van Snelheid in 4.
Absolutely, they do have the tyre advantage, so they'll be able to get their tyres up to speed a bit quicker. Speaking of tyre advantage, Powers, 2 compounds softer than his teammate, will be looking to get that move done as soon as possible.
Yeah, Klaas van Snelheid obviously on the mediums for this one then. Powers, the only driver in the field on the super soft tyres. He will need to get that overtake done ASAP if he's to make them work.
Yeah, because obviously, especially
with track temperatures at 23 degrees.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, but couldn't word it. Oh, hang on. Does Garcia normally drive for North Star?
No, he's replaced Sykes.
I didn't know that.
Clearly someone's not been keeping up to date with the news.
No, you know I don't read the news. It's just too much.
You're too much. Here we go then. Nathaniel Powell surely
No
around
way.
the outside of the Peraltada on his teammate. What a beautiful move.
What's a Peraltada?
What's the name of the corner?
Oh, that's pretty nifty. They should name it Nigel Mansell.
As Alar Kanga then sets the fastest lap at the end of the second tour here in Mexico. Top 3 still nose to tail. Meanwhile, Klaas van Snelheid now coming under pressure from Ruiz, and Kanga, the Estonian, has already dispatched and left behind Nikolai Milkovic.
Yeah, and speaking of dispatched and left behind, I'm great at these segues today. Oh. God damn it. Oh, that was a bug.
Sorry, I missed that. What,
Wagner was around the outside of
and then they finished the whole bit.
Was a bit rude, but Bayer seems to have come off all right from that, up from the back row up to 17th position so far. But basically Wagner tried to go around the outside of Davenport and just misjudged the space.
Okay.
In his outside wheel. But yeah, Powers is already leaving Klaas van Snelheid for dead. He's caught up to the front runners a little bit this lap, only by about a few tenths, but it's something.
Yeah, it certainly is then. As here we've got Klaas van Snelheid under pressure from Ruiz. Ruiz down the inside of turn 1, can't make it work. These two are on the same compound of tyre, so you wouldn't really be expecting. Well, I mean, actually they spent most of Monza side by side, didn't they, to be fair to them?
Yes, much to yours and Jamie's discomfort, which it was fun to listen to you two squirm.
Yeah, and
sounds a bit rapier than I anticipated, but
yeah, we'll move on from that. The two of them very close here in Mexico as well in the opening laps as well then.
Jules Simon up in 15th place after all that calamity on the first lap.
Yeah, and Finn Schneider only just behind him in 16th.
Yeah, except Schneider is a much better driver and would probably be able to outrace him, go home and shag his wife afterwards.
I'm not sure Jules is married.
Well, I'm sure Schneider will find some kind of way of annoying him. Powers just caught right up to this pack already, so it's now ignore me.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, I was just thinking that though. He has got a lot closer as Ruiz pulls out on Klaas van Snelheid as they head into turn 1. Then he looks down the inside. He can't make it work, and it looks though he's compromised his line. Can Kanga get the run around the outside of the soft tyres? He can't. No, Ruiz is a little bit squirmy through there. Kanga can't take advantage though.
Indeed. Oh, as we've got Schneider sailing past that meteor of Jules Simon, that stricken meteor. I say it's stricken because it's being driven by Jules Simon.
Harsh.
And Felix Bayer in that spicy little Swedish getup is stuck in 17th position.
I mean, just what?
What a stupid way of putting it. Why not just... Oh my god.
Yeah, meanwhile, here we have then the top 4 in this race. Giordano, Kinnaman, Simon and Powers. They are now pretty much nose to tail for the lead of this race.
Yes, as they exit the Peraltada.
Beautiful.
Oh, Kinnaman's very close this lap. He might have a good... He's got a run. He's pulled out on his teammate.
Yeah, Timo Kinnaman then down the inside of Giordano into turn 1, and Timo Kinnaman takes the lead. He is on the softer compound tyres, and Giordano's been wrong-footed, and that could give Simon a shot, but it hasn't. No, Simon was all over the curb on the inside and couldn't get the move done. Nathaniel Powers thinks he may sneak an opportunity, but can't make anything of it. But a beautiful move there from Timo Kinnaman to wrong-foot his teammate.
Yeah, he did really well to obviously get the move done, but also keep him, like you say, keep his teammate covered off. Make sure he couldn't get the optimal exit off of turn 3 to actually come back at him to turn 4.
Yeah, and these four are absolutely flying away from the field. Nathaniel Powers looks as though he's trying to make a move on Adrian Simon, but well, I mean, you don't overtake through there, but that didn't seem like it was going to stop him. But yeah, these four have absolutely flown away from Klaas-Van Schnellhout 4 seconds up the road.
Yeah, that's because Klaas sucks. No, he's not. He's not at the best.
Sorry, Nathaniel Powers. He's just had a run out of the Peltada. He's right in the slipstream of Adrian Simon. Is he going to be able to use this to dive bomb him into turn 1 and take 3rd position? It's going to have to be on the brakes if he can. Clearly, he's got no engine advantage. He looks to the inside, but thinks better of it.
Yeah, and so.
I don't even know what. As Davenport under pressure from the two Holmqvists of Bayer and Hoskins as he's tucked up behind Jules Simon. As Dmitro Kovalenko's in that little train as well.
Yeah, he's just, chilling. He's having a good time. He knows he's being spanked by his teammate yet again, but he doesn't mind. He knows he'll get a drive anyway. As,
hey, he's really struggling to get past Jules Simon, isn't he? There's a lap or two and stuff. He's finally done it now.
What a silly goose. That didn't.
I have no idea. Kinnaman's pulling a gap out. Obviously, he does have the tyre advantage, but he's already, 1.7 seconds clear now of Giordano.
Yeah, you'll find that will be the pace advantage as well. And the talent advantage. Skill advantage. He's a better driver.
Are we going to? I think Adrian Simon's got a run here then. Adrian Simon on Puccio Giordano down the inside as they head to turn 1. He's got the line. Giordano holds it though around the outside.
I love this train. You've got 3 different tyre strategies. I know it's the start of the Grand Prix.
Meanwhile, that's Kanga and Ruiz. Kanga sweeps around the outside of turn 3, does he, and takes the place? No, not quite, but they're still wheel to wheel then. As they head up to turn 4, I think Ruiz might have just got that back though, and Kanga filters in behind.
Oh, go on, Alec Kanja. That's how you say his name in English.
It's really not.
Hey, you're probably right. These corners look a lot more sweeping than I remember them.
I mean,
I've been playing too much F1.
Yes, I think you have.
But anyway, yeah, Kinnaman got the gap up now to 2 seconds back to his teammate, and well, I mean, I don't know why. I just thought Powers binned it off.
There was a little wiggle there from Simon as he came around that final corner. And I thought that was going to give Powers an opportunity. He's not. He's still right with him. As Simon then pulls out and looks to the inside of Giordano once again, Nathaniel Powers just sits behind the Italian. Is he going to use this to go around the outside of Adrian Simon though? Nathaniel Powers at turn 1. They're wheel to wheel through the first couple of corners. Powers has the outside line. I think Simon's going to get the traction and be able to cut across and take the place. If not, Nathaniel Powers will have the inside line for turn 4. No, Simon takes it.
What was that? The inside line, turn 4! That's brilliant.
I don't know.
I want to make a highlight reel of Bradley's funniest moments, and it's just that. Oh, and it's coming all the time, isn't it? But so is Christmas.
Hey,
my favourite quote.
So, someone told me to say that one, so I had to fit it in somewhere.
I bet it was Rob, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
Silly goose.
I have to say, all of this battling in the top 3, if you look at the times on the left, it's allowing Glass to almost close back in a little.
Yeah, it's allowing Glass to maintain the gap to the leaders. Amazing.
Well, I don't know. I'm fairly sure at one point he was 4.5 seconds behind.
And now he's 8. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the issue.
Yeah, there we go. As Nathaniel Powers pulls out on Adrian Simon, he's gone down the inside at turn 1. Surely that's not going to work, and no, Adrian holds the line. And this is absolutely... As Alar Kanga's gone past behind them, Alar Kanga's gone past Klaas van Snelhout for 5th.
Indeed, he has. I don't know why I was... I don't know.
No, you're just being a moron, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But, as things stand in the championship, Giordano will be eliminated from the running. Well, as things stand in the championship, I think Simon takes the cake, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Yeah, if it finished as they'd started, Simon would be champion. If it finished right now, Simon would be champion.
Yeah, so it's looking pretty good for the old Frenchman. He's not going to be looking to take too many risks this V-Prix. He's just going to be keeping it calm, cool, collected behind that steering wheel. He knows what he has to do to get the job done. He's done it before, and well, he's looking pretty good to do it again, to be honest.
Yeah, basically, as long as he, Nathaniel Powers looking down the inside of the championship leader once again then, as they head to turn 1, but Simon's going to hold on, as he has done for the last few laps, and this is not helping Powers at all. He really needs to get these overtakes in now.
Yeah, you get the feeling that maybe those super soft tyres are just starting to wear a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, all Simon really needs to do, as long as he finishes ahead of his teammate and ahead of Powers, and make sure he doesn't lose too many points to Giordano, he's basically done it.
What he needs to do is take them all out of the V-Prix.
I mean, that would work, but he'd probably then be disqualified from the championship if he did deliberately for all of them.
Hashtag Michael Schumacher.
Yes.
1997 at Jerez.
Jerez.
Jerez. Yeah.
Not Jerez.
Yes, it is. Can you not read?
You're wrong.
Because I can't.
No, you can't.
That's why I get you to do the difficult bits, like reading up the grid.
You don't get me to do it, I just do it.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Because I don't trust you.
That is wise and a good course of action.
As there we see James Vazquez then in 9th place with Sergio Alvarez right behind him.
Go on, Sergio. This is like the closest thing you'll get to a home race. Wait, is Brazil or Mexico closest to Argentina?
Brazil.
Brazil. Well, he can have this one as well, just for funsies.
But this is Perez's home race.
Yeah, look at how well he's doing.
Yeah, he's 14th. Actually, that's really not too bad, although he is coming under pressure from Finn Schneider.
Go on, Schneider! I hope that wasn't audible.
But yeah, to be fair, that's not been a bad race so far from Perez.
No, but don't forget, a lot of the people in front of him had a lot of issues with that whole big tangle.
True. Powers pits then.
Yeah. Called it.
Wow, look how slippery that was on the way into the pit lanes. Clearly, absolutely out of grip. So, lap 12. What does that put him at? 5.
12, 24, 36, 48, 60.
Well, that seems kind of reasonable enough. Where does he rejoin? Powers back out.
In a lot of traffic.
In between Matson and Halverson. Well, at least he's cleared Halverson.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you would imagine that by the time he has to pit again, that's probably when we're going to be seeing the soft-tide runners and the medium-tide runners either making their first stops or not even having stopped yet.
Yeah. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
If he's going to make this strategy work, he's going to have to pull off a lot of overtakes, which he's already struggled with in the opening laps of this race. There's surely not around the outside. Wow.
Yeah, that was Nathaniel telling you to eat shit.
Yeah.
And a slice of humble pie to go with it.
Yeah, well and truly. I mean, you don't usually overtake there, but Nathaniel Powers proving everyone wrong.
Nathaniel does.
Brilliant move on John Matson to move up into 10th as we go on board with Ruiz trying to take 5th place. from Klaas van Snelheid. He's down the inside into turn 1. Klaas will hold the outside line. And it was it here last year where Klaas went in between two cars on the run down to turn 1?
Yeah,
absolutely beautifully.
He didn't do it beautifully, he shunted them both out of the way.
No, he didn't. It was beautiful. It was a stunning move.
There was blatant contact.
I don't know what you're on about.
No, of course you don't.
It was the best move of the season.
Oh, of course it was. How could I forget? It really wet me up.
Have to say, I know obviously Powers is going to have to make a lot of stops and he's going to have to overtake a lot of cars. Look at the time he's gained already. Since he's come out of the pits, he's taken 2.5 seconds out of Timo Kinnaman.
Oh shit, that's a good point actually.
Oh, as he's getting really crossed up behind Sergio Alvarez then in these quick corners. You can tell he's got so much more pace. We just can't quite make anything of it. But look at the run he's got now on the Argentine. And down the inside at the final corner. And Powers had to back out of it.
Yeah, that curb on the inside, as you see there, it can really destabilise the car. So it's better to just back out of it rather than risk being squeezed onto it. As Giordano is still defending from Simon and Klaas still defending from Ruiz.
Yeah, here we go then. Powers down the inside of Sergio Alvarez. They had to turn 1. I think Alvarez may hold this, but Powers, yeah, there we go. He has held onto it. Say Powers is going to have much better tyres. 3 turn 2, 3 turn 3. They're side by side, but look at the traction Powers has on those super softs.
You've got to wonder, that back end is stepping out quite a lot. You're just wondering maybe if he's overheating those tyres a little bit, overworking them because he knows that he has to.
Yeah, he could be. He needs to be careful because he doesn't want to have to. He doesn't want to end up having to make a 6th stop here. If that's.
It's more than possible.
Right, yeah, it would only be a couple of stints with less than 12 laps, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What he needs to do is clear Vasquez and get himself into a bit of clean air.
Yes, and just drop the hammer.
As meanwhile, Alar Kanga is right onto the back of his teammate.
Yes, he is.
Simon looks to the inside of Puccio Giordano as they head to turn 1 then. I'm sure that's not going to work. And this is great defending from Giordano as Kanga goes up and alongside his teammate. And that got a little bit close.
Yeah, naughty boy. That was... What? Powers we see on screen there is...
That's just terrible. As Powers goes up and over the curves trying to overtake James Vasquez for 8th place, but can't get it done. He's going to be desperate to do it before the sweeper section in the middle sector, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to be stuck there for another lap.
Section.
Oh yeah, what else? No. Is he no. I thought he was going to pull the same move there that he pulled on Matson then.
That would have been quite impressive, Bradley. I would have enjoyed that.
I don't even know.
I apologise, folks. I've had like 3 hours of sleep.
I have to say, just while we're looking at these guys, Adrian Seaman looks inside again. I'm assuming that's not going to work again. Elroy Wagner and Gabriele Garcia having a brilliant little battle down at the back to avoid being last. Every time I see them, they've swapped positions again.
Yeah, you'd imagine that Wagner would have the advantage there as Powers goes up the inside at turn 1, makes the move stick. A lovely jubbly bish bash bosh.
For the first time we've seen someone overtake on the inside of turn 1. No one else has pulled it off yet, have they?
I think you could be correct.
Yeah, Powers then up into 8th place and now finally into some clear air, so we'll have to see. He's got just over 5 seconds to Milkovic in front, so it's be interesting to see what lap times he can put in now and how much he can close on Kinnaman, if at all.
Well, he's already closed in by about a second from about 2 laps ago, so... He's just lost 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Kinnaman's suddenly... Kinnaman's in the pits, that's why. I thought he'd found a shortcut somewhere and suddenly gained like 3 seconds on the whole field. As Kinnaman and Alar Kanga then are the first of the soft-tired runners into the pits. And where will Timo Kinnaman come back out? It's that's going to be really close from Nathaniel Powers, actually. Powers coming down the straight, and there he is. Powers is up at speed. Kinnaman's going to have to build the speed. I think he's just going to hold on. But wow, that's closer than I was expecting.
Yeah, that was really close. Powers is doing a stellar job on those supers. And obviously, his tyres being up to temperature, he's going to be able to get right on the back of Timo Kinnaman immediately.
And they're softer. If he can dispatch Kinnaman, he can maybe start pulling away.
Maybe. But don't forget, he will have to pit in 6 laps. That's not too bad.
Yeah, he's still got a bit of we shall keep an eye on that one.
Yes.
As Puccio Giordano then goes into the lead on his medium tyres.
Oh, this medium tired tyres.
Yeah, didn't think that one
Just
through.
hope no one notices.
It's fine, we'll edit that bit out. No one needs to know. As behind him, Adrian Simon. Live, you say? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
As Adrian Simon.
The bad word.
Simon dives into the pits for his first stop then from second place.
Yes. So, what's interesting here, Bradley?
I wonder if Kanga's going to get the undercut. Hello, Kanga, he has! Kanga's through! Simon has lost out to his teammate in the pit stops.
Ah, yes, but Simon does have an advantage.
Of 1 lap fresher tyres?
No, he's going to find it a lot easier to do a 3-stop. The other soft-tyred runners might be resigned to a 4-stop this afternoon.
Ooh, okay. So 17. So they pitted at the end of lap 17, didn't they? Kanga. So that's what, 17, 30. Oh, contact! Contact, and round goes Adrian Simon! The championship leader then has collided with James Vasquez and is spun at turn 4. He's carried on, he's lost out the position to Matson, and he's lost a shed load of time. I don't think there's any damage. Let's have a look at the replay then. Simon goes up the inside of Vasquez, and he's alongside, and Vasquez turned in. And for some reason, it just pirouetted the DS Mathershaw.
I don't really know what to make of it. Whoa, Kinnaman.
Ooh, Kinnaman sweeps around the outside of Milkovic. Powers with a massive tank slapper. I thought he was heading for the pit wall there. But he's held onto it, and he's alongside Milkovic as well as they head on the run down to the first corner as Alar Kanga bangs in another fastest lap.
Yeah. I think it could be interesting to see Powers and Kinnaman fight their way past the medium-tired runners up in front of them. Kinnaman determined to get a win. He's had 2 second places in a row. Powers, on the contra strategy, fighting to stay in this championship. He is also going to be pretty damn determined. Well, I can't say determined again. Thesaurus man, give me a name for determined.
Determined.
He's going to be pretty damn determined. Wait a minute. He's going to be eager to make sure he does not drop points to Simon.
Yeah, wow. I mean, Simon's 10th. At this point, no one's dropping points to Simon.
Now he's got to pass the other Ingram.
Yeah, well, that was a damn sight easier.
Show off, making me look bad.
Yeah, so Adrian Simon then back up to 9th. However, we are now in a position where if the race finished now, Simon would not be champion. We would go on to Brazil as Gabriele Garcia. That was rude. He cut across in front of his countryman there. And Ruiz has just lost all of the ground that he gained on Class Schnellheit.
Yeah, that's not very nice, Gabriella.
Gabriele.
Oh,
Ruiz gets a little sideways, and that's going to give Kinnaman an almighty run on his future teammate.
No, I like that. Future teammate.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it is. He's going to kick Ruiz's ass.
Garcia, though, holding these guys up, and that's allowing Powers to get onto the back of the train. And this could be an opportunity for Nathaniel Powers then to get past Timo Kinnaman.
Yeah, which he's going to have to try and make the most of, because it looks like he's going to lose the remaining laps of his stint in this traffic if he isn't decisive with his moves now.
Yeah, doesn't it just, as Garcia being a real nuisance here to the leaders.
Damn it, Gabriele. Okay.
Is he finally getting out of the way? Well, he's allowed Ruiz. No, he hasn't.
Oh, hang on. Kinnaman might go around the outside.
Yeah, I think he will. I think that's really going to cost Enrique Ruiz. As Garcia looked to let him through and then cut back across him. Kinnaman's gone through past Ruiz as a result. Powers looks as though he might challenge as well. As finally Garcia pulls over and lets all 3 of them pass. But the damage has been done for Enrique Ruiz.
Yeah, and he's He's wrong-footed himself going into the first 3 turns, but I think he's managed to recover it, and Powers probably won't get a run into turn 4.
No, but then he is on super softs as opposed to Ruiz is now rather wearing mediums. Powers throws a move up the inside, but doesn't quite pull it off and backs out of it, and I think that was probably the sensible option.
Yeah, no point losing your front wing in something so silly, especially when pitting this early could basically resign into a 6-stopper.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, Garcia looks as though he's trying to unlap himself.
Just for giggles, isn't it?
And Alar Kanga closing in on these, well, I would say trio, but Kinnaman's now vanished up the road, so it's back to being a pair, really, isn't it? As Nathaniel Powers looks to the inside of the Peraltada, but that is absolutely never going to work. I wonder if he's going to manage to use this to get the run on Ruiz down into turn 1 then. He's right up under the rear wing of the Franklin.
Oh, as Kinnaman is making a move on Klaas.
Yeah, Timo Kinnaman then up into second place, past Klaas van Snelheid. Powers has the inside line on Enrico Ruiz, but can't make it work. Garcia still trying to stick his nose in, as behind them, Adrian Simon has gone past James Vasquez for 8th place.
Well done. You didn't hit him this time.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Vasquez did kind of turn in on him.
I know.
There wasn't really a lot that Adrian could have done there.
Could have teleported.
Yes, because that's possible.
I don't like to start shit, I just like to stir it.
What, do you want to stop with the crisps? Really?
No, I do not. What, the crunching or the rustling?
Both, to be honest. Powers, when did he... Oh, Powers is in the pits.
There he goes. Oh, that's only 11
23
laps.
then, yeah, so he's... to be honest, I think stuck behind Ruiz, that's probably the best thing for him. If he can keep the rest of the tyres out for... or the rest of the stints out for 12 laps, it's not going to do him too much harm. As Alar Kanga then, up and past Enrico Ruiz into 4th. Kanga, man on a mission.
Yeah.
Powers rejoins in 9th then, in a little bit of clear air. He's got a few seconds up the road before he meets James Vasquez. As there we see the home hero, Felix Perez, currently running in 16th place, just behind Will Hoskins.
Yes, he is, Bradley, and Hoskins is just moving past Osterberg now. Well, I'm sorry, you told me my crunching was loud.
I thought you'd vanish to finish your crest.
You could have told me... Sorry, go on.
No, just to say Hoskins and Osberg side by side then. And Will has finally got the move done as Osberg cuts across and blocks the position from Perez.
That C on his helmet, has anyone ever played more brain training on the DS, like the old Nintendo DS Lite?
I don't know, but I'm just going to block you because we've got Alar Kanga down the inside of Klaas van Snelheid at turn 1. He's not going to pull that off, but he's got much fresher tyres. Wonders if he could get the run. Seems not though, as Powers moves past Vasquez for what feels like the 3rd time already. No, I'm sure that's only 2, isn't it?
No, it's only 2, you're right.
But Nathaniel Powers took about 3 or 4 seconds out of Giordano on that lap.
Yeah, I think he's made a mistake because Kinnaman is within 2 seconds of his teammate now, and he was 5 seconds down the road earlier.
Okay, so I wonder if Giordano's hit a back marker. Not like literally hit, well, actually no, in Giordano's.
He did that last time.
Hit a back marker. No, last time he hit Kanga.
Oh yeah, he did. My bad.
He's losing a long time, isn't he? That's another half a second gone.
Just imagine how much tighter his championship chances would be if he'd have actually stuck it out that race instead of being an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go on,
Kanga round the outside of Klaas van Snelheid at the Peraltada with a beautiful move, and Kanga is up into 3rd.
Wow. Amazing.
As that's put Klaas on the back foot, and he's now under pressure from Enrique Ruiz then. These two on the medium tyres haven't made a pit stop yet. Ruiz looks to the inside lines, and Nathaniel Powers bangs in a 1:11.4, the fastest lap of this race so far.
Nice one, Nathan. Oh, yeah, you can see that it must have been Wagner that Giordano was caught on. So Kinnaman is caught right up to him now. He's got fresher, softer tyres, more talent, and more experience. So, gotta wonder if it's only a matter of time, eh, Bradley?
Wow, I mean, surely at this point, if you were on the Ocelot pit wall, you'd be screaming at Giordano to move out of the way. They're all totally different strategies, and Kinnaman really needs this gap now. Look at the time. Powers is down to just 16 seconds off the lead. That's another 4 seconds.
Yeah. Powers is just absolutely on it today.
Yeah, we've got back markers. They look as though they've pulled out of the way, but look at the closing speed of Timo Kinnaman on Puccio Giordano. He's stalled as he gets right close. Is he going to launch it down the inside? He's not. Giordano covers the inside line. The Meteors are getting right in the way on the outside, but well, actually not as bad as it could have been. Is that one? Is Vokalin gonna? Yeah, Vokalin's kind of got out of the way. He's not lost too much.
No, I mean, at the end of, I don't think it was necessarily stalled out, not literally, you know what I mean, I think he just lifted off a bit because you do not want that dusty inside line. Oh,
no, absolutely. This is, I'm assuming Davenport. Oh, I would say Davenport on Perez, but Davenport into Perez, and the home favourite is out of this race.
I think I've seen a different kind of film called Davenport into Perez.
No one wants to know about that. Yeah, there we go. Kinnaman already right on the back of Giordano once again.
Yeah, and Carson Davenport would have made himself a few enemies in Brazil, which is not a good place to make enemies.
Mexico.
Even though Mexico. That's also not really a great place to make enemies. Just South America, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Here we go then. Is Kinnaman going to get the run this time? He's pulled out on his teammate. This is for the lead of the race then. Between the two Ocelots, Timo Kinnaman on the fresh soft tyres compared to Puccio Giordano on warm mediums. Kinnaman is through already, and that was as easy as you like.
Yeah, showing just the same as he did last time out in Italy. That decisive overtaking prowess.
Yeah, as Nathaniel Powers then, in 8th place, already up and onto the back of Adrian Simon.
Yeah, and he's only about 13 seconds behind Kinnaman.
Yeah, despite having made his second pit stop already.
Yeah.
So he's well within Kinnaman's pit window now. When Kinnaman pits, he's going to come out behind. But Nathaniel really needs to clear some of these cars and start building more of an advantage. That's a slow Downton. And that's class one. No, I think he's just... I think he's just being bulked by one of the meat. Let me guess. That's Vokalin, isn't it?
Maybe. What are you asking? I think that was Milkovic having a little look up the inside of Ruiz there. No,
Milkovic 3 seconds back. Oh, so that must have been Garcia trying to unlap himself. So that's Jules Simon then. They've just lapped.
That's lovely. That makes sense. Oh god. Ruiz is really ragging that car. He's doing everything in his power to make sure that Franklin get themselves a win this season. Obviously, as you mentioned in the previous V-Prix, Bradley, this could end up being their first season without a
Sorry, I just want to say, Adrian Simon has gone past Nikolai Milkovic then and put the Franklin between himself and Powers.
Just snorted my what's it dust. Oh, that sounds awful.
It really does.
I'll let you take the yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, you were mentioning obviously Franklin having not won a race this season. I think this is look how close they are now to Klaas van Snelheid and Enrico Ruiz up ahead, who have been caught in traffic, and that's a mass cluster of cars.
Well, I thought there was contact there for a second. I was like,
oh, Powers looks to the outside of Milkovic as everyone's getting held up, and now that's Vokalin at the head of the train. Powers round the outside of Milkovic.
Absolute mad lad. Look at him go.
Yeah, that's Vokalin now that's causing chaos. There's a surprise.
Vokalin.
Oh, as Klaas and Ruiz decide to bail out and dive into the pits.
And that will work perfectly for Powers, who will probably have a bit of an easier time getting around the traffic and also sliding his way past Simon.
Yeah, without Milkovic in as well then.
Yeah.
Nice quick turnaround from Klaas van Snelheid. It looks as though he's gained a little bit of time on Ruiz, who's even lost out to his teammate at some edge there. As Vazquez also in the pit, Nathaniel Powers trying to contend with the traffic. He's passed Garcia and right up behind Adrian Simon again, although Simon's just put his cousin in between himself and Powers.
Yeah.
And we know how those, well, that Meteor especially seems to be attracted to the Downton.
Like in a sexy way, or?
Well, I don't know, he keeps trying to get in it.
Definitely a sexy. Just ramming it from behind.
Yeah, or the side, or the front, you know, it doesn't seem like Vauquelin's particularly fussy.
He holds a goal, Bradley.
As this is Alar Kanga on Puccio Giordano then for second place.
Yeah. He's lost heaps of time.
Who?
Giordano.
Well,
He's just
but he's
slow.
You think he hasn't pitted yet? These medium tyres have done 30 laps now.
If he can make it 5 more laps, then he can do a 1-star.
He can, and that might work out quite well.
He won't make it 5 more laps.
Kinnaman's on the softs, isn't he? What did we work that out as? 3-stop? As Milkovic sweeps around the outside of Matson.
A 3 or a 4-stop.
So should the soft tyre runners be in any lap now then?
Yeah! Wait.
Okay. I can't remember when they... Oh yeah, it was about... Was it lap 16? 17. 17. Because you was on about... Oh, it's Kanga. Kanga past Giordano. Kanga's gone past Giordano into second.
Cheeky. He's done well there. That's a good move.
Yeah,
enjoyed
because Kanga and Kinnaman pitted on lap 17, didn't they? And Simon 18, I think you said.
Yes. Yeah, because sorry. Stretching.
So these guys, the soft tyred runners then, should be coming into the pits around about when Nathaniel Powers makes his third stop.
Oh wait, actually, the Kinnaman and Kanga might be making three stops anyway, because you think 17, 34, 51, 68. So, as long as they don't cut their stints a lap short on any of them.
Yeah, as down the inside at turn 1 on Adrian Simon goes Nathaniel Powers. He can't make it work there. I wonder if we can get the traction out of turn 3. Absolutely can't. No, Simon has Simon got a brilliant exit there.
Yeah. You sounded way too excited for that, Brad. I'm not going to lie. You scared me. As Alvarez goes wheel to wheel with Matson. Oh, he doesn't take the place. Good defence from John Matson there. Yeah. Holding on to that 9th position. Like the... No.
Like the no?
I was going to make a McCann joke.
Oh, no. No.
They are fun though.
No.
Selling the daughter for booze money.
So, where are we looking at the moment then? As it stands, Adrian Simon would not be champion then because of Alar Kanga, his teammate.
Yeah. Giordano, I know he's losing a lot of time, but he is very close to actually managing that 1-star.
He is, but it's getting to the point now where I don't know if it's really worth it. As Powers looks to the inside of Simon once again at the first corner. But that's a nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, Powers, unfortunately, once again, I think, once he's reached the end of his stint, is just not quite got that grip.
Yeah, he's clearly still got the pace to be quicker, but he just doesn't have the grip to perform the overtake.
Exactly. Especially in the dirty air, your tyres wear faster because the car is sliding around even more. Look how squirmy he is through the S's there.
Look how slow he is.
That's just Puccio.
Yeah, but I mean, even so, the amount of time that he's losing now on these tyres, as they've clearly gone well past their best.
Yeah,
I mean, even Klaas behind as well is losing similar amounts of time. As Nathaniel Powers sweeps around the outside of Simon, and Giordano, Powers has done the pair of them in one corner.
What? Wow. Excuse me,
Nathaniel Powers with an
calm down.
absolutely stunning move on Adrian Simon and Puccio Giordano. Giordano's slow medium tyres really cost himself and Simon there. Powers has done the pair of them and up into third, and Adrian Simon is still stuck behind the Italian.
Wow, is all I have to say to that.
Yeah, that could be absolutely crucial in well, deciding whether this championship goes on to the next race or not.
Oh, as things stand, it will.
Yeah, I mean, well, as things stand, it would have done anyway because Kanga is ahead of Simon. But with Powers ahead of Simon as well now, Giordano's not quite where he needs to be. We could see 3 drivers going to Brazil with a shot at the championship as James Vasquez and Sergio Alvarez go side by side again. I'm sure that's not the first time we've seen that this race.
No, especially since most of the time Alvarez has been going wheel to wheel with Matson, but... No, shit. Oh, I got it wrong.
And look at the time. Powers is 5 seconds up the road as Kanga pits for his second stop then. Kinnaman's been able to eke his strategy out a lap later.
Yeah, so Kinnaman...
contact and round goes Adrian Simon. Simon spins to the final corner.
He's out!
Simon can hit the championship leader is out of the race.
Oh my gosh!
Adrian Simon, the championship leader, is out here in Mexico. He will not take the title today. It will go on to Brazil, and that is absolutely huge.
But yeah,
Powers
wow.
has made his stop and rejoined in front of his teammate. Klaas is going to try and overtake him on the inside of turn 1, but I mean, that's absolutely not going to work. But Adrian Simon, the championship leader, it looks so good for him.
I'm speechless. I'm honestly speechless. I don't really know if Giordano was entirely to blame there, if I'm honest. He would.
Well,
I mean, I'd
we'll
like to see a replay.
absolutely need a replay of that as Alar Kanga's made his stop. He's come out in 3rd place and he's right behind Giordano. He's already passed Giordano. So Kanga is into the lead. Kinman's making his stop now. So it'll be interesting to see whether Kanga's been held up enough that he's not going to be able to have made any use of the undercut here on Kinnaman. I think he probably will.
Just coming back round the final corner.
Yeah, I think Kinnaman's going to hold his, isn't he? Yeah, Kinnaman's held this comfortably.
Kinnaman's actually...
Right, here we go then. This is a replay. On board with Giordano, who's on the outside. Simon lunged for the inside and it just didn't work.
It almost seemed like Simon understeered into him and he just... I don't know, ran out of grip.
Here we go then. This is on board. So it was Garcia that hit him. And yeah, Garcia really had nowhere to go there.
There's nothing he could do.
If he'd have tried to turn, the only way he could have gone would have been to the inside to avoid him. And he'd have probably just ended up spinning himself or hitting the pit wall or... Yeah, I don't think you can pin any blame on Garcia there, but...
I know. You're going to have a massive accident if you get your car on that dusty apron on the inside there. It's just never a good idea.
Absolutely. But I mean, wow, that is huge. And...
Thanks.
Nathaniel Powers is already right up with Puccio Giordano then for 3rd place. And... I mean, what does this
so
mean?
Slow. He's got to have a pit stop coming soon.
As yeah, Giordano's so slow. Even Klaas has caught him. Klaas isn't suffering as much on the mediums.
Look at how much he's sliding. Just watch that rear end. Oh,
well, look at that. Powers overtook him 2 corners ago, and he's already 2 seconds up the road.
That is actually ridiculous. Here comes Klaas van Snelheid. Oh dear God. Oh, I thought we were going to see a repeat.
Yeah, absolutely not. Klaas van Snelheid then shows Adrian Simon how you overtake on the inside of the final corner. Breezes past Puccio Giordano into 4th place. Giordano struggling massively for some reason.
He's just had his championship blown wide open. And his ass, probably.
Wow.
By Garcia,
but
because he rammed into his backside.
But, wow, I mean, what does... So,
I have to
as
say...
it stands then, whatever happens to Alar Kanga now, he will remain in championship contention.
And Powers.
Well, no, Powers needs to score. Powers is 27 points behind, I think. So Powers needs to finish at least 9th.
And this gives Giordano the chance to actually stay in the hunt.
Yeah, although only if he picks his pace up, because he's just lost out to Ruiz as well.
He's lost 10 seconds to power since he got overtaken. He's not staying in the hunt.
A lap ago at this point, yeah, and Milkovic through as well past Giordano. I think Giordano may have a problem, to be honest, that's not just his lack of skill or the atrocious tyres.
I mean, I can't think of anything else.
So look at those tyres, they look hideous.
They do. I'm surprised they haven't worn down to the canvas yet.
Actually, that's the point. Has Klaas pitted?
Nope.
Are you sure? Have we not... Perhaps we've just missed a stop and for some reason Giordano's not pitting.
I don't know. We need a pit information graphic more often.
We certainly do. Right, sorry, I'm just going to find the championship standings a second.
Yay. That's alright, I'll take the helm for the commentary for a little bit. There goes Giordano, or is that Kinnaman? I don't know, they drive the same car but slightly different. It's Kinnaman! Oh! He pulls out, he goes around the outside of, I think that's Elroy Wagner, and he puts him a lap down. He's lost about 7/10 to Kanga, but Kanga is surely going to lose time behind Wagner. No! Wagner dives into the pits in an effort to surely screw over the Finn in the lead. But I think Timo Kinnaman should be just fine. Here comes Kanga now, along the straight, no one around him, just like his social life. Well, that's pretty sad, isn't it, Bradley?
Right, in terms of the championship...
Yeah, you carry on being serious and shit.
Yeah, Alar Kanga doesn't need to score at all to remain in the championship fight, although if he doesn't, it's going to make his job very difficult in Brazil if he wants to take this championship.
I can imagine he wants to.
Nathaniel Powers will need to finish 8th or higher at this point to remain in the championship.
Good for that, Bradley.
If he finishes 9th, he will be 25 points behind, which means he could tie Adrian Simon. However, he has had far less wins this year, so would lose it on count back. And Puccio Giordano needs to finish on the podium. Simple as that.
I don't think he's going to do that, Bradley. Look at how much time he's lost to his teammate now.
Oh wow, yeah.
Look at how much time Kinnaman's lost to Kanga. He's lost 1.5. He's down the gap. He's lost. How much time is that?
Yeah.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, suddenly Alar Kanga then is only a second and a half behind Kinnaman. Powers closing in on the pair of them quite rapidly as well on those super soft tyres. Yeah. But yeah, it's all gone rather south for Puccio Giordano, hasn't it?
Just a bit. You've got to wonder if this is some kind of botched strategy from the Ocelot boys on the pit wall. Look at that, Kanga clearing the traffic without any issue whatsoever. So if Kanga wins this race, then
as Matsson's disposed to Giordano as well, I think, yeah. I think that's Giordano out of this. Well, I don't know, he's coming back at Matsson now.
He's just got a much better engine. That Honda has never been strongly straight lining.
And then look at the speed difference around the corners as Matsson sweeps back past and Vazquez must have closed about a second in one braking zone.
Yeah, he does that.
As yeah, there goes Vazquez as well, then past Giordano.
That's Halverson behind him.
Yeah.
Poor position.
Yeah, that's Johan Halverson in 10th place. Now, that could be crucial in the battle for 7th in the Constructors' Championship.
Yes.
We've got that little scrap, haven't we, between Phoenix, Lopez and North Star. And I think there's like a point between the three of them. Yeah, Phoenix are currently 7th on 13 points, and then Lopez 8th on 12, and North Star are 9th on 12.
Come on, Alvarez.
And who's looking... We've got Halverson in 10th, Alvarez 11th, Davenport 13th, and then the two Lopez's are 14th and 18th. Yeah, that's not looking good, is it?
Gabriella's a bit far off. She's not having a good day. You know, yes. I'm doing it just to annoy you.
Gabriele Garcia is really far off. He is down in 22nd and last.
Yeah, just a bit.
Matsson pits then and puts Alvarez into the points.
So he does. Oh, that makes things easier for him.
Yes, Alar Kanga closes to within a second. Never mind. Closes to never mind.
closes up a little bit more.
Well, he was within a second of Kinnaman. Look how much time he's losing on the straight. That just goes to show the power in that Alfa Romeo engine. That's incredible. He lost about 3/10 on that straight alone.
And Kinnaman was following Rosberg very closely and getting a nice slipstream down the straight.
Yes, that's true.
But if
Giordano's about to lose ninth to Alvarez, that's pretty painful.
It's going to be pretty rough.
Oh.
Well, keep it tidy, Sergio.
Yeah, come on, mate. There are points on offer here that you can't afford to be thrown away. Because even if he can pass Giordano enough into ninth, if it finished as it was, North Star would move past Lopez and Phoenix into seventh.
Yeah, but Alvarez, sure enough, picks the right line. Oh, Kanga's lost loads of time. Kanga's losing. He's hemorrhaging time. I think he's gone off.
Yeah, Ala Kanga. Suddenly
he's
7 seconds behind. No, he's stuck behind us. That's we're on board the Kanga then. Stuck behind Alexander Zazolia. He's got Nathaniel Powers now right with him as they come round Peraltada. Zazolia's unlapped himself. Come on, mate.
Oh man, I just don't think Kanga can keep that speed up on the inside line of the Peraltada because there's just no grip there whatsoever.
No, and look at the run. Look at the run that this is giving Nathaniel Powers. Is he able to make anything of this down to so on? I don't think he will. No, Kanga's going to hold second place, but the pair of them now then are 8 seconds behind Timo Kinnaman.
Oh dearie me, that is good news for Timo, but not for these two, especially Kanga, who would have really liked to win this race and put himself level on points with his teammate and a win ahead. So
that'd be ridiculous. Adrian Simon had such a lead in this championship.
I know, it's just been demolished.
In basically the last 2 races.
Yeah, literally. I mean, what? Where does Simon finish last race?
6th, I think.
Yeah.
And he lucked into that because the 2 Franklins retired late on. He would have only been 8th.
That would have made the championship even spicier. That's not a word, is it?
It is now.
Woo!
I'm still struggling. I'm still in shock, to be honest, from what we've just seen.
Simon, obviously a few laps ago, sadly retiring from the V-Prix. I'd say he's learnt a lesson there and not to reverse.
Nathaniel Powers looks to the inside of Alakanga at turn 1. It looks as though he was almost had a nose ahead, but still can't quite get the move done then to take second place from Kanga.
Yeah, he's looking around, he's looking left and right, he's trying to find that that opening that Kanga is just not leaving for him at the moment.
And Powers will be into the pits in a lap or 2, surely.
Yeah. Lap 40.
There we go. That's Davenport around the outside of Giordano. Giordano now down to 12th place. And Puccio Giordano is now the next man that Timo Kinnaman has to lap. In fact, there he is.
Sad state of affairs. What a sad state of affairs, eh, Bradley?
Yeah, it's really gone wrong for Giordano, who I'm sure we'll hear afterwards that he's had some kind of mechanical problem in this race. But it's really fallen away, and I think I think we're down to 3 men in the championship now.
We almost certainly are.
There's Puccio Giordano out of the points, and
out of the championship.
As good as out of this race. As behind them, Nathaniel Powers looking to the inside of Kanga again. He's much further alongside this time. Dives down the inside, and I think Powers has taken second place, and he absolutely has. Set that one up beautifully.
Can you hear my crunching, by the way?
Not at the moment, you're alright. As Giordano then has gone a lap down to his teammate.
Oh dear. Yeah, Powers did well to pull that overtake off. His tyres probably not going to be too happy at the moment, considering they're reaching the end of their life, but still managed to find the grip and take the place. Yeah,
and especially at turn 1 where we've seen very few overtakes on the inside, so a good job there from Nathaniel. Obviously the team will have let him know that Adrian is out of this race, and suddenly there is a half-realistic chance of him retaining his championship.
He'd be the first driver.
Pits.
That is early. That is well early.
Nathaniel Powers in on the end of lap 45 then. 11 and 11, what would that be? 56 and 67. So as long as he can make one of these stints last 12 laps, he should be alright. As Klaas van Snelheid goes through. Can Powers get out ahead of Ruiz then? No, he can't. Ruiz has just squeaked through. So Powers will have one slightly more difficult overtake to pull off. And yes, now I can hear
it. Oh, sorry.
Now I can hear you munching.
Do you want some?
I mean, please?
I can't reach, sorry.
Well, that's just rude.
I brought 4 different flavours of crisps to sit down with me, just in case I didn't know which one I wanted.
That's terrible. I wondered why we were surrounded by crisps.
Just crisps are great, that's what I had for lunch.
And dinner?
No, breakfast. I'm going to mute myself while I munch.
There's Nathaniel Powers. Can he go around the outside of Ruiz?
Oh,
he can.
Maybe I'm
Powers
not.
with another beautiful overtake on his first lap out the pits, and he absolutely needed to get that done. Powers in with a shot of second place here, you'd imagine.
Yeah, I'll say. He's got those tyres straight up to temperature as well.
Yeah, he just needs to keep nailing these overtakes now, doesn't he? And just absolutely foot to the floor. He needs to make the tyres last though. One of these sets of tyres needs to go 12 laps. Because he cannot be affording to make an additional pit stop at the very end of the race.
Yeah, now it's going to come down to how well he manages his tyres while trying to close in the leading pair. So we've got Kinnaman coming up with some lapped traffic.
Yeah, I think that's Carson Davenport in 11th then. So Timo Kinnaman, I mean, I don't want to what's it. Kanga has closed about a second and a half since he lost all that time, but he's not closing enough. Kinnaman looks as though he's kind of in control of this one at the moment.
Well, yeah, he does at the moment because he's a quality driver. He's from Quality Street. But
as Nathaniel Powers. No, he doesn't sweep around the outside. Yes, he does.
He does.
And Powers closing in on his teammate Klaas, who you should imagine will be instructed to move immediately out of the way.
Immediately?
I mean, he would if I was on the pit wall. Is Powers going to... Yeah, no, Powers doesn't manage to clear the AMR then.
It's because he's silly.
As Giordano's fallen behind Zazolia and Schneider. Ouch. Schneider's 14th. 13th, 14th.
He's doing okay. He's not too bad.
Yeah, that's a really good effort actually from Finn Schneider. As Powers struggling to lap the AMR. There we go, finally. And that's, I'm assuming, Kovalenko. Yeah, because he's just lost out to Wagner as well. As Ruiz looks up the inside of... I was expecting collision there. Ruiz looks up the inside of Kovalenko to try and lap him. But the Ukrainian slams the door as Powers around the outside of Giordano to put a lap on him. And he's now right up with his teammate. Klaas van Snelheid needs to move straight out of the way.
It's not even a subtle hit, really, is it? Just
no, not
Klaas.
really. Just move.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. Basically, his engineer, if he's listened to me, will be straight on the radio. And yeah, Klaas pulls over there. And I don't think there's... Oh my God, as the two downwards go side by side through the pedal data. And Powers has to back out. Klaas clearly has no intention of moving aside.
There was some slight contact there on the apex of Peraltado, just to make you shit yourself a bit more.
There we go. I think, yeah, there we go. Powers is up the inside and past Klaas van Snelheid now into turn one. I think he didn't want to, but I think Klaas finally relented.
I think
I apologise to everyone.
Sorry about that. I think the engineer probably told Klaas to make it interesting.
No, trust me, I have no interest in making it interesting. I just want them to let Powers through.
I suppose you join the ranks of the likes of Jamie of race fixers then.
Klaas can't win the championship, Nathaniel can.
Yeah, to be fair, Klaas is... Should we talk about Klaas for a minute? He's had a bit of an off-season, really, hasn't he?
Wow. Yes and no. He's been quite up and down, as Giordano's just lost out to Kovalenko as well, and he's now 17.
Wow.
Klaas started the season really well. 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a couple of retirements. I mean, well, Australia was just... We'll ignore Australia. He was unfortunate to retire in Malaysia when it was raining. He was running 2nd, I think, or 3rd.
Oh my god, 3 off. I thought it was going to be 3 wide through the Parotada.
Yeah, so did I then for a second.
Sorry, continue.
But yeah, no, Klaas had a really great start to the season. I think he had the highest points average per finish in the first 6 races. And then his season just kind of fell away. He obviously won in Belgium, which was brilliant. It was a stunning drive, and it was Klaas back at his best. But yeah, he's really not quite had the season I think people would have been expecting after last year.
No.
Flashes of brilliance, absolute flashes of brilliance, but not consistent.
No, which if he wants to retain a drive at a top team such as Downton, he's going to need to work on and improve. Or else they'll shag his dad.
I mean, they absolutely won't. I can, as the Downton team principal, I can vouch for that one. There will be no shagging of anyone's father.
Oh, that's pretty. Just, well, they absolutely won't. Like, alright, calm down. I'm sure his dad's not that ugly. Kinnaman, though, absolutely in control of this race at the front. Like you say, he does know how to lead a race in the front before. Obviously, not having had a V-Prix win in 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years. Well, he's only picked up 2, and they were back-to-back, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, one of them was that beautiful drive from 15th. Fuji in the wet.
Yeah, where he led home about... There were 11 cars within about 7 seconds, weren't there, at the end?
That race, honestly, was just phenomenal. I actually watched that race back the other day, and I realised that my voice has broken a bit more since that race.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, and also... No, that's about it. Oh, cool. You sound just as much of a virgin in
As Alar Kanga pits then from 2nd place.
Oh. He's going for the undercut.
That
will make up 37 seconds.
Yeah, that will be his last stop of the race. Is he going to... I think he's going to be done by Klaas van Snelheid, though. Yeah, so he's going to have Klaas just in front of him.
But Klaas has another stop to make.
Although... No, sorry, no, that's Powers.
No, it... Whoa! Ooh, hello.
Okay, so Nathaniel Powers then has only just come out. Well, Alar Kanga, sorry, has only come out just behind Nathaniel Powers. So the Brit then, if he wants 2nd place here, I thought that was I thought he was looking pretty good for it. But clearly, totally messed up the timings, or he's not been quick enough. One of the two. But yeah, Powers really needs to get his foot down then if he wants any chance of 2nd place here.
Yeah, Powers still has another stop to make, but those tyres are much faster than Kanga's.
You say that, but if anything, Kanga's close. Kinnaman's in the pits.
Yeah,
because he's just suddenly gained 2 seconds.
That's a good way of spotting it, really. He locked up the rears going into.
Yeah, I think he did.
He should retain the lead here, but if he doesn't, it will be very close.
No, he'll retain the lead.
Just about. But he's come out behind a bunch of traffic, which is fun for him.
Yeah, he does have some back markers, but Kinnaman pits then from the lead and rejoins in the lead with Nathaniel Powers and Alar Kanga about 3 seconds back. Well, Kanga's 5 seconds back, but, you know.
That undercut is worth about 2 seconds. That's insane.
Yeah, he's definitely gained... Yeah, the Estonian's definitely gained a chunk of time.
You can't just call him Alar, you racist person. Wasn't going to call you a POS. Kinnaman's going to lose heaps of time in the middle sector. He's coming right up on...
that was a wheel. There was a wheel off at the side.
Zolia's out.
Oh, yeah, so, Alexander Zolia then, I just spotted a wheel parked up against the barrier, slightly further on from that corner, and it would seem we've had an incident somewhere, because Alexander Zolia becomes the 2nd first to retire from this race.
I think we might need a bit of an update to our yellow flag system that we've got in front of us. There he is. No, that's Matson.
Is that Matson?
Yeah, he's dropping down the
it is. Yeah, Jean Matson. So Matson out of this race as well then.
Oh dear, we are in trouble. There's another one for you, Alex. No, that is.
Here we go. This is on board with John Matson. Right, just packed up, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's just gone. Nope, I've had enough.
Bag of.
Did that look like a bit of first front wing on the side of the track there?
It did indeed, Bradley.
And that looks like another bit.
It's just a first shedding its cocoon to become a beautiful butterfly.
I was going to say, Alexander Zolya has just been depositing bits of car around the racetrack.
Well, better than depositing other things, I guess.
Well, this is true. There's the two Franklins then getting tangled up with the AMR of Kovalenko. Here we go then, this is Zolya. Oh, he's had a whack from someone. That's the AMR.
Rider. And then it...
Well, that was impressive. Alar Kanga, no, not Alar Kanga, sorry. Alexander Zolya is in the trees.
Yeah, he's just gone straight through the catch fencing, just like in the Macau F3. That's not funny, people.
That's Kinnaman! Timo Kinnaman is out of the race from the lead!
No!
And what's happened? I think that's been contact. There's another car behind him on the track. I think we've had contact. And it's Will Hoskins. So the two former teammates who were teammates earlier this year at Holmquist have come together. And what happened here then? Kinnaman, Kinnaman tried to go around the outside and just didn't leave enough room. Nathaniel Powers has hit the debris, and has that done any damage? Incredibly no.
Oh my gosh.
But Timo Kinnaman then, from the lead of the race here in Mexico, is out with 15 laps to go, and that puts Powers in the pound seats.
You do get the feeling that Timo Kinnaman is just destined not to win a race this season.
Don't just.
We did kind of put the commentator's curse on him a little bit though, so it's our fault. A little bit.
But he looked so good.
They always do, Bradley. They always do. So that means Powers is now in with a chance of getting the win. Getting that fat W.
I don't know, he's really not taken any time out on Kanga whatsoever. And he's going to have to make another stop. Kanga won't.
Oh yeah.
I think Kanga's got this one, and we're going to go to Brazil with the two DS Mathshore drivers level on points.
That is going to be one hell of a finish. That is going to be utterly awesome race.
Unbelievable. As Schneider's up to 11th.
Pit. If Schneider can finish 9th this race and 10th next race or whatever, if they can actually score some points, then they'll actually overtake me in the standings.
If they can score a point, they'll overtake Meteor.
That's true. I don't know how Meteor are ahead of them. To be fair, he's only dropped back to 13th with that stop. 3 more retirements and he gets a point. In front of him, obviously.
Yeah, watch as now like Giordano, Garcia and Kovalenko retire. And Finn Schneider comes up to find you in the paddock going, you said 3 retirements and I got a point.
Give it.
As Nathaniel Powers lost all of his lead there, caught up behind one of the Meteors, and that's handed Kanga a massive advantage. Alar Kanga then flies through. Powers in the pits for his final stop.
Get the feeling that's very much game, set and snatch.
Yeah, and that's going to allow Klaas van Snelhuis through into second place. Powers is going to have some work to do here if he's to take home a decent result. Not quite well. Is he? Oh! Powers out of the pitch and chops across in front of Ruiz to hold on to third. And I thought he was going to have to try and overtake the Brazilian later on, but well, not now. But Powers, though, he's about 4 seconds back from Klaas van Snelhuis. You should imagine the team will instruct that to be switched around. As here we go then, this is Powers. As Ruiz coming down the straight, full bore. Powers chops across, leaves Ruiz barely the width of a Franklin. And impressively, they didn't come together.
Yikes. Is what Ruiz would have been saying in Brazilian. Well, Portuguese. Brazil's too filthy to have its own language. Halverson is up.
I don't even.
Halverson is up into 7th and has lapped his own teammate.
Yeah, and he's about to lap Giordana.
Yikes. Again. Vasquez up in 6th. Ruiz makes his pit stop.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think you'll need to pit again.
oh, so that's Ruiz on the medium, so that's his second stop. So Klaas will have to pit, and that'll allow Powers through anyway.
Yes.
How is it we seem to have completely missed all of the medium runners making any pit stops?
Probably because we don't pay attention.
This is true.
His Powers then right on the back of his
Teammate.
yeah. I can't believe I couldn't think of that word.
And he's gained a hell of a lot of time already. I wonder if Powers maybe does have a shot at this. He's I mean, he's going to have to get past Klaas now. Yep, just like that.
What, did you just hear you? He was like, oh, alright then, if you insist.
I mean, clearly, I think that was another call to Klaas and his engineer, to be honest, yep, let him go.
Actually, I think Powers might have another stop to make.
There's Powers breezes past him. Well, it depends. If he can eke this set of tyres out, he's going to hold on.
Yeah, but he's not shown us so... Although the track temperature is cooling down a bit.
Yeah, he's taken a second out of Kanga in the final sector as Klaas then does dive into the pits for his final stop. And, well, Milkovic is on the mediums as well, so he'll do the same. So Klaas should rejoin in 3rd place then. But yeah, Powers, be interesting to see if he can close on Kanga at all, or whether he just goes for the safe option, secure second. And, well, I think he's going to be second anyway, because even if he pitted now, he's got the tyre advantage over Klaas to stretch the gap out, pit, and still come out in second, doesn't he? Hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. There's gap's down to 14 seconds. Yeah, I don't think Powers is. I don't think he can get. I don't think he can lap quick enough at the moment.
He'd need about a second and a half a lap, wouldn't he?
He would need a considerable amount of time, yeah. Yeah, I think he's probably going for the safe option now and just trying to hold second place. I mean, there's still going to be a massive chunk he's taking out of Adrian Simon's lead there. From 27 at the moment, so he would put himself 9 points behind Simon then in the championship, heading to Brazil if he finished as it was.
Bradley, can I just say, your focus is astounding. I've spent this whole race trying to put you off with eating crisps. This has not worked. Now all I know is that I'm going to have some kind of coronary at some point today.
No, I just kind of block you out.
Oh, nice. You didn't hear my crunching just now, then? Like the really loud crunching.
But
anyway, what was the point you just made? Because whatever it is, I disagree with it.
you can't disagree with it. It's fact.
Your face is a fact. That's why no one likes it.
I mean, just...
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Seriously.
Oh, Alvarez is making that move on Halvosen. Remember when Kaz wanted us to say Halvosen?
Yeah, well, it's Halverson, so bummer. And I've spoken to Johan in the paddock, and he has told me as such.
I called him Joseph. Well, Joe.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate that. Kanga's lapped Alvarez then. I thought we'd be caught up a little more here, and well, he's struggling with Halverson now. And that's allowed Powers to close 2 seconds, because he had dropped to 15 and a half behind again.
Oh, just dropped another second! Well, about 2/10. Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. What's interesting at the moment, Powers, on those fresh super softs, is barely lapping any quicker than Klaas van Snelheid on the fresh mediums.
Huh.
As Kanga looks to the inside of Halverson at the final corner. Well, thankfully he's through before it. Alvarez looked as though he might try and take advantage of that, but can't do it. And Halverson remains in 7th place. Now that's going to be crucial in terms of the battle for 7th in the Constructors, isn't it?
Yeah?
Well, yeah, Halverson with 7th is scoring, what, 6 points for North Star?
Yeah. 8th
Alvarez... Oh, so Phoenix is scoring 6 points as well, as one of them, Franklin's, gets very close to Felix Bayer.
Oh. Oh my.
I think, yeah, that's Ruiz then. I thought there was going to be contact there, to be honest, but they both got away with that. But yeah, so currently North Star and Phoenix are both scoring 6 points from this race. Lopez is scoring nothing, so Lopez is going to fall to 9th and, well, a few points behind their rivals. But it will be still Phoenix in 7th with North Star 8th then, if it finished as it was.
Yes, it would.
You don't have a clue, do you?
I honestly don't.
No.
Maths isn't my strong point, but comedy is. And alcoholism, but mostly comedy.
Oh, Giordano's retired. When did Giordano retire?
Probably just decided it was for the best. Bet one of his tyres popped.
Well, he's not wrong. But yeah, so put your Giordano then out of this race as well.
So that's like 7 retirements, wow.
Yeah, that's a double DNF then for Ocelot. Is that going to give Franklin a shot at taking back 3rd in the Constructors?
Why don't you go and have a look while I continue being hilarious?
I mean, obviously they failed to score.
Material.
Oh god. Obviously Franklin failed to score last time out, so they did drop quite a way behind. But I wonder if that's just going to reinvigorate the battle.
Reinvigorate. Yeah, you with your fancy white boy words.
Well, they're 44 points behind, and at the moment they look to score 22. So exactly half of that.
I don't think they'll be able to do it because...
No, I don't, because as soon as an Ocelot, well, as long as an Ocelot crosses the line in Brazil, you'd imagine it would probably be ahead of one of the Franklins.
Yeah.
At least.
But mind you, Franklin got extremely lucky with double DNFs in the last season with Westwood at Brazil, so we'll never know.
Yeah, that's
until
true.
we know. Franklin always seem to have Brazil go somewhat their way.
You watch, Ruiz will bloody win. Be the last race of the season, they'll be like, oh my god, the Franklin record's going to go out the window, and they'll just pull it off. Either that or Milkovic will do it, and that'll just be hilarious.
I would actually have quite some admiration for either of them if they managed that, because fair play, that car is a dog.
I wouldn't say it's a dog, it's still ahead of quite a chunk of the field, but it's not on the same level as the Ocelot or the DF sure.
It's the dog of the big boys, it's the smallest dog in the kennel.
Okay, yeah. Of the top 4.
It's a Chihuahua.
There's that's
Chihuahua.
Finn Schneider on the back of Victor Osberg for 12th place.
You know it is.
Driven. This has been a really fantastic race from Finn Schneider.
Oh, sorry, I had cocaine on my desk. Yeah.
I know, I can see it.
Yeah. No, you can't, Bradley. I'm not sharing.
Not anymore, no.
Cheeky. But yeah, Schneider, like you say, has driven quite a
stop it
good
now.
race. It's funny, the people love it and they love me. Don't hate me because you ain't me, bitch.
They don't love you. They laugh at you, not with you.
Not even my parents love me, Bradley.
Can't really blame them. Anyway, Schneider, driven a great race. I think he is definitely starting to find his feet in that AMR team now, obviously. It is quite a shock when a driver gets told the day after a race, more or less, or a few days after, by the way, the team you race for doesn't exist anymore. Contract is null and void. Bye. That will have a bit of a detrimental effect on a driver's performance and their focus for a little while, but he seems to have finally found his rhythm again, which is good, because he's a promising young driver. As we say that, he's moving up the inside of Osberg. Bradley, take it away.
Yeah, Finn Schneider then. We've cut away, unfortunately. But Schneider looked as though he was trying to make the move on Osberg for 12th place, as Powers puts another lap on Gabriele Garcia. He's 11.5 second behind Kangan out. I mean, well, in fairness, we said we thought Kinnaman had this one in the bag, so I kind of don't want to say anything at this point.
I think Kanga's got this one in the bag.
Well, now you've
You want
done
your
it.
driver to have a win? Actually, wait, no, you have already got one count of abuse of commentator's curse against you already, so...
Do I?
Yeah, did you not see what I put in the race stewards last weekend?
I did, and promptly ignored it.
Jamie thought it was funny, he played along. I'll let Jamie off because, obviously being relatively inexperienced in that position, he didn't know the true power his words held. You, on the other hand...
What's your excuse?
I'm not a nice person.
Oh, well,
Quite easy.
I just call it as I see it. Not my fault if shit happens afterwards that I can't control.
Why do you tell me off for using bad words and then you say those bad words?
I don't use as bad words.
What, like...
Let's not even go there. As Alar
what-
Kanga rounds the final corner then to start lap 67, and he has just 3 to go, at which point, if he crosses the finish line, he'll become the championship leader.
Nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Yeah, he will be crossing the finish line, hopefully, in 3 laps' time.
Oh, that's a Lopez smoking at the side of the track, and that's Victor off. Well, that hands Schneider 12th place. 11th
Yes.
place, he's passed Bayer.
Yeah, Bayer had a pit stop, didn't he?
Well, there we go. So Finn Schneider is up to 11th. One
And
place outside of the points.
And that's put Alvarez right on the back of Halverson as well.
Alvarez
pretty
was
spicy.
already on the back of Halverson.
No, he wasn't. Shut up.
He was.
Don't know anything, Bradley. You got
You're
no
just wrong.
fans. You got no ground. You want some? I'll give it you.
No, please don't.
You want a scrap? Because if you do, I'll probably pussy out.
Yeah, sure, I'll pay that bloke over there to fight for me.
I don't fight strangers. They might be carrying knives.
It's alright, he's not a
or-
stranger, he's your dad.
I don't know my father. He went out for a pack of cigarettes back in 1999.
Who do you think you are, Nelson Muntz?
Who the hell is Nelson Muntz? I'm Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela.
Oh, Powers pits! Nathaniel Powers pits then, with 2
Told ya.
laps to go on the super soft tyres. You should imagine he's probably got enough to come out ahead of Klaas van Snelheid. Yeah, Klaas is only just coming round the Peraltada now then, so Powers easily out in 2nd place.
By a whole 3 seconds for...
Yeah, 4.
Listen, like I said, maths ain't my strong point. Oh, I can't wait for next lap, Bradley. I'm so excited for next lap.
You're terrible.
Shouldn't the race be 71 laps?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter though, because it's...
Don't just stop.
69.
So mature.
Nice.
Alar Kanga then, round the Peraltada on the penultimate lap.
Hey.
Here we go, 1 to go. That's it for the Estonian. So unfair.
What lap was he on, Bradley?
He is on the final lap of the race.
Yeah, which is lap number...
Last lap, apparently, according to the thing at the top.
You just ain't gonna say it.
Well, he's on lap 69.
Hey! Nice.
Because there are
Yeah.
69 laps in the race. Not 70, not 68, but 69.
But enough talk of that immaturity, Bradley. Come on now.
Seriously?
But to be fair, Kanga has come back into the championship with stunning style. Won it last time out. He's got another one on the bounce here in Mexico. Admittedly, thanks to some poor luck on the parts of others, but he's done well yet again. Kept his nose out of trouble, kept his pace up, and kept the car in the lead.
He absolutely has. He had a brilliant purple patch in the middle of the season with like 3 wins and some 2nd places. Alar Kanga rounds the final corner then, here in Mexico. And Alar Kanga is going to win for the 6th time this season and becomes the championship leader with 1 round to go. Kanga, the winner of the 2018 Mexican V-Prix, and he's now level on points with his teammate Adrian Simon with just Brazil remaining. Nathaniel Powers is going to come through in second place. The defending champion will remain in the Drivers' Championship. He is 9 points behind the top two. But interesting as well, with Klaas van Snelheid third, although DS Mathishaw have only had one car finish, they are the Constructors' Champions for 2018.
Wow.
Downton needed to outscore them by 18 points, I believe. I apologise, not mentioning it at all during the race. Downton needed to outscore them by 18 points with second and third, and with Kanga winning. They haven't done that. So DS Mathishaw are the 2018 Constructors' Champions.
What a race. That was just...
And what's brilliant is that the drivers can just absolutely fight it out in Brazil now. There's no teams to worry about.
That's a good point, actually.
There's yeah, Brazil in a week should be absolutely fantastic as Alar Kanga drives into the pits as the winner of the Mexican V-Prix. So then, the official classification confirms that Alar Kanga takes his 6th win of the season, and that now means in the last 11 races he has won more than half of them. Nathaniel Powers and Klaas van Snelheid completing the podium for Downton, and that second place for Powers keeping him in the championship. The retirement for Joe Giordano knocks him out, while Adrian Simon's retirement, well, that has huge ramifications in the championship. Nathaniel Powers set the fastest lap on his way to second place on those super soft tyres. As for the Drivers' Championship, Simon has lost his lead. Alar Kanga now heads the championship table ahead of the final round, but he and his teammate are level on points. Nathaniel Powers is still in that battle. He is 9 points back in third place. We have a 3-way championship decider next time out in Brazil. There's been a lot of movement in the midfield and Drivers' Championship. Nikolai Milkovic especially, and Dmitry Kovalenko's gone past Jules Simon towards the bottom of the standings. In the Constructors, well, we have our first champions crown. DS Mathishaw become double Constructors champions, taking an unassailable lead of 53 points over Downton, while AMR moved past Meteor and North Star past Lopez. But that's all from our race here today in Mexico. So from both me and Harry, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for round 18, the season finale and 3-way championship decider from Sao Paulo, Brazil.